Hi, Saoirse. For my sweet niece, I'm going to make my first ever sketchbook tour. It's just a little 5x5 watercolor sketchbook. I'm not sure where I got it, to tell you the truth. Just regular old watercolor paper. I left the first page blank because I want to sort of a frontispiece in the end. I want to tell the story of how this came to be. My friend Dawn has it's more than a green thumb. I think she's just green all over, but she grew a lemon tree. And this year it had a record number of lemons. And she brought some to class and she shared them with us, and it just started a whole thing. So there's number 1 in this sketchbook. This one's called Are We a Pair? And then I challenged myself to do them in 8 minutes. Now I'm challenging myself to do them small. I like to do a big painting, just jump right in. But this has been good for me. Look at that, just one. I start with watercolor and use colored pencils and acrylic mediums, acrylic paint if I really just use it as sort of a wash because I don't want it to get too heavy. These sort of feel velvety. I use a little pumice in the medium if I want to get the tooth back on the paper. And I don't know if you can see it, but see the buildup? There's only one way you can get that kind of finish, and that's by working and working and working the pencils. And I forgot how long pencils take. It's worth it though. It's fun. Oh my gosh, I'm 2 minutes. This one's still not quite fully resolved, but it's kind of a misty Courbet green kind of thing going on. This one is called Hanging with Friends. Ta-da! I like to paint this. This has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different color backgrounds. It started out very warm. It got lighter. So then it went dark, cool. Came up mid-tone. Now it's just a tiny bit too light. I don't know what I'll end up doing. I don't know. This isn't the last you'll see. I mean, this is probably the last you'll see of this background. This one is only, I think, almost only watercolor. The drawing just came out right. I channeled my friend, Ellen Fishburne. If you look up her art, you'll see that she's very, very delicate and precise. And so I tried to channel that kind of feeling. I like the intersection there. Lots of nice little shapes. Reflected light. No, this wasn't the one. There's one coming up where I used watercolors Robert got me for Christmas. This is a Satsuma. So my friend who grew the lemons, her son grew the Satsuma. She gave him a tree and they've been bringing it up. This was a little bit of a challenge. Well, they're all a little bit of a challenge, but this one wrestled me a while. Don loves an image. Did you hear that? Dun, dun. This one, I'm definitely going to paint, but not in this format. I want to do it vertical instead of square. But I like the idea of them graduating back. But this one, I'm going to tell you, I usually don't point out flaws, but I got to drawing the leaves, and I wanted them all on the page. And so they ended up being smaller than these leaves really are. But I just went with it. It was way too late when I realized it. Should have realized it at the very beginning when I was doing my drawing. Here's the one of watercolors of that Robert gave me for Christmas. And I was having so much fun. It turned out good. I'm really happy with this. And the funny thing about it is that it's a portrait set of watercolors. I didn't have a portrait in mind, but I did want to see what they would do. So they will also paint lemons. Kind of cool. All right, I think we're getting close to the end. Here's a nice fresh one too, with the same watercolors and some gouache. You see where the gouache is down the side? All right. And this one is in the mid stage, the messy middle, we like to say. Okay, they'd never post this long rambling thing. See you later. Hope you like the tour.